Welcome to Bioratna Bachcho. We are doing the one shot for photosynthesis. Yesterday we have seen the historical account and we have also seen how ATP and NADPH are formed during light reaction. Our historical account, it was a fascinating journey where our understanding in the beginning was that we never imagined in our wildest dreams that plant can prepare their own food, and somewhere there the sun, it is helping the plants to prepare that food. We thought that all the nutrients in plants, they come from soil. Then it was Van Helmont who during his experiments he saw that plant has grown in height, the plant has grown in weight, but the weight of the soil, he has pre-weighed the soil actually, it remained the same. So he gave the conclusion that no, it is not the soil from where the nutrients are coming, but see still how far he is from the truth. He said that it is water, because only water he was putting to the plant, nothing else. It was soil and he was watering the plants. And he was again reweighing the plant after 5 years, and then he said that everything is water. This is also observation, scientific observation. Then our understanding went on changing, and then we found the connection between the sun. We found the chloroplasts, the pigments, and we found out how ATP and NADPH, they are formed during light reaction. Wasn't it a fascinating journey? Let us today see the dark reaction. Today we are going to study the dark reaction. What is dark reaction? Dark reaction has nothing to do with dark. It is not taking place in dark. Then why is it called dark reaction? Because in light reaction is formation of ATP and NADPH, that is the chemical energy from the solar energy. But in dark reaction, that is not happening. Here, by use of ATP and NADPH, the plant is producing glucose from CO2 and H2O. That means it is not directly dependent on sun, but of course it is indirectly dependent on sun, as it is dependent on the product of the light reaction, that is ATP and NADPH. So this should be clear that dark reaction does not mean that it takes place in dark. Actually it starts immediately after the light reaction start. Dark reaction को energy चाहिए, light reaction उतनी energy बना ले, immediately the dark reaction it starts. Now finding out the different steps, the cycle of dark reaction, let us discuss that. It was Melvin Kelvin who found out the C3 cycle. What is C3 cycle? After World War II, now the scientists were trying to use the radioactivity for beneficial uses, कि इससे कुछ अच्छे काम किए जाए radioactivity से. Then by using C14, which is radioactive carbon, this is radioactive carbon. So by the use of this radioactive carbon, Melvin, he did his experiments on algae. When he did his experiments on algae to find out the photosynthesis steps, then he found out that the first product is a C3 compound. The first product, it is a C3 compound. That's why this is called C3 cycle. The first compound formed is C3 compound. That's why it is called C3 cycle. Actually, this C3 compound, which is PGA, phosphoglycerate, it is not the first compound formed. It is the first stable compound formed. It is the first stable compound formed, बच्चों. और ये जो उससे पहले और एक compound बना था, which immediately broke down into 2 molecules of this PGA. लेकिन वो it was so short lived कि वो पकड़ में ही नहीं आया और everyone thought that the first compound is C3. इससे बहुत सारा नुकसान हुआ है, वो हम आगे देखते हैं. Now let us see what is a C4 cycle. When Melvin found out this C3 cycle in algae, then now the scientists, they started their research in other plants, that is there any plant group where the first compound is not a 3-carbon compound? Is there any such group? And they found out that there is a group of plants in which the first stable compound is a 4-carbon compound, and this 4-carbon compound is OAA. Is OAA, that is oxaloacetic acid. And these plants, these plants, they are called C4 plants. These are the C4 plants and these are the C3 plants. You will see that in C3 plants only C3 cycle occurs, whereas in C4 plants C3 cycle as well as C4 cycle both occurs. Now, the CO2 has to react with one other molecule to start the reaction and complete the cycle. तो ये जो पहला वाला है, ये पहला वाला जो है उसे आप क्या कहोगे? प्राइमरी एक्सेप्टर. कौन है ये? प्राइमरी एक्सेप्टर. What is primary acceptor? CO2. This is CO2. It has to form glucose. In dark reaction, CO2 is going to form glucose. तो CO2 को किसी के साथ react करना होगा बच्चे. It is not a single step reaction. There are many steps. But the first one, the first compound which is going to react with the CO2, it is called the primary acceptor. Now, everyone started searching for a 2-carbon compound. Can you guess why? Every scientist started to search for a 2-carbon compound because the first compound was thought to be a C3 compound, a compound having 3 carbons. तो CO2 में 1 carbon है. That means CO2 must have reacted with a compound having 2 carbon. It was that logical actually. So everyone was searching for a 2-carbon compound and they wasted many years finding that 2-carbon compound. And ultimately it was found that it is not actually a 2-carbon compound, but it is a 5-carbon compound. It is a 5-carbon compound called RUBP, ribulose biphosphate. Ribulose 1,5-biphosphate. 1,5 से क्या मीनिंग है बच्चे? 1,5 का मतलब होता है, this is, let me write over here, this ribulose RUBP, it is ribulose 1,5-biphosphate. This 1 and 5 means RUBP has 5 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means this is 1 and this is 5. At C1 and C5 position, phosphate is attached. This is biphosphate, ribulose 1,5-biphosphate. And then this RUBP, it reacted with 1-carbon compound, that is CO2, and then it formed a unstable 6-carbon compound. ये कार्बन कंपाउंड जैसे बनता है इमीडिएटली ब्रेक हो जाता है and then it forms, it divides into 2 equal halves, to same molecules it is forming. So it forms 2 molecules having 3 carbon and this is the PGA. Let us see what we have just studied. As scientists thought, not thought, they obtained this PGA, a 3-carbon compound, as the first product in photosynthesis. So naturally, they were searching for a 2-carbon compound, एक 2-carbon compound जो CO2 that is 1-carbon compound के साथ जुड़ जाए और एक 3-carbon compound दे दे. But actually the first product formed is a 6-carbon compound. CO2 के पास 1 carbon है, that means that molecule should have 5 carbons. And this was, so lot many years were wasted in searching for this 2-carbon compound क्योंकि वो तो था ही नहीं. Then they found out that it is actually a 5-carbon compound which is RUBP, ribulose 1,5-biphosphate, which reacted with CO2 and formed a 6-carbon compound which broke into 2 molecules of PGA, that is phosphoglycerate. And the reaction, this reaction CO2 plus RUBP is equal to 2 molecules of PGA. इसमें बच्चों जो एंजाइम काम करता है, this enzyme is Rubisco. This U and this IS is small. What is Rubisco? ये नाम में ही एक खतरा है बच्चों, जो हम आगे पढ़ने वाले हैं कि नॉर्मली एवरी एंजाइम इज स्पेसिफिक, जिससे रिएक्ट करता है उसी से रिएक्ट करता है. बट दिस राइब्यूलोज बाइफॉस्फेट कार्बोक्साइलेज, दिस C फॉर कार्बोक्साइलेज, मतलब वो एंजाइम जो RUBP के कार्बोक्साइलेशन में मदद करता है. सो इट शुड हैव बीन RUBISC, स्टॉप, बट नो, it can also react with oxygen. So this is ribulose biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. 2 से रिएक्ट कर सकता है. कंपटीशन होगी कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन के, CO2 और ऑक्सीजन के बीच में कि कौन इस रूबिस्को को अपनी तरफ खींचे. अगर CO2 सक्सेसफुल होता है तो फोटोसिंथेसिस होगा, ऑक्सीजन सक्सेसफुल होगा तो फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होगा. दैट इज द ट्रॉमा थ्रू विच द C3 प्लांट्स आर गोइंग टू pass. So now let us see, this much you have understood that remember this point, ये बहुत अच्छे से याद रखें, इसे गड़बड़ाएं नहीं. ये आपका बेसिक है. This primary acceptor in C3 cycle is RUBP and its enzyme is Rubisco. Rubisco को तो हम बहुत सारे इस केस में पढ़ने वाले हैं. फोटो रेस्पिरेशन C4 में भी पढ़ेंगे, फोटो रेस्पिरेशन में भी पढ़ेंगे. तो थोड़ा सा पॉज देके इन 2 पॉइंट पे मेडिटेट कर ले. नाउ वी विल मूव टू द ऑल द स्टेप्स ऑफ C3 साइकिल. नाउ वी सी द स्टेप्स ऑफ C3 साइकिल. रेडी? सो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट दोनों आपको पता है. स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट आपको पता है, CO2 से स्टार्ट होगा और CO2 विल बी एक्सेप्टेड बाय RUBP. So we write here RUBP. This is the primary acceptor. एक cycle start हो रहा है बच्चों. And here the CO2 is entering. And the enzyme responsible here, it is Rubisco. This is enzyme Rubisco. Understood? This is enzyme Rubisco and these two, they are reacting. When these two react, then the process is carboxylation. RUBP में CO2 ऐड हो रहा है, that means it is carboxylation process. That's why we call it, this is the first step, that is carboxylation. Now RUBP, it form RUBP and CO2, these two will join together to form the first stable product, that is 2-PGA, phosphoglyceric acid. This is actually called 3-PGA. 3-PGA का मतलब कोई बताए हमें? 3-PGA, it is having 3 carbon. 3-PGA does not mean, the 3 does not signify the number of carbon atoms. 3C देखो मैंने अलग से लिखा है. This 3 means PGA is having 3 carbon, तो उसके जो 3 कार्बन है 1, 2, 3, तो थर्ड कार्बन में फॉस्फेट लगा हुआ है. सीन इन केस ऑफ RUBP ऑल्सो कि व्हेन वी से राइबुलोज 1,5 बाइफॉस्फेट, दैट मीन्स at the carbon position 1 and 5 phosphate is attached. Similar here. This process is carboxylation. Now this triose phosphate is formed. Now triose phosphate is formed. It is also a 3 carbon compound, and this process is called reduction. This is the process of reduction. By reduction, two molecules, this is two molecules, so here also two molecules will be formed. And in this process, what is the energy consumption? Here 2 ATP and 2 NADPH are used. 2 ATP and 2 NADPH are used to form 2 ADP and 2 NADP. 2 ATP और 2 NADPH. For every PGA molecule, 1 ATP. As there are 2 PGA molecules, so 2 ATP. Fine. Now, the RUBP will be regenerated now. So, this triose phosphate, it will regenerate the RUBP. So, this is the regeneration process, and this regeneration process, it requires 1 ATP. This is ATP. Only 1 ATP is required. Fine. कहाँ बना? ग्लूकोज कहाँ बना इसमें? Carboxylation process, PGA, triose phosphate, again RUBP regenerated, which can again do the cyclic process. कहाँ बना बच्चों? इस जगह पे from this triose phosphate which is formed, there are 2 triose phosphates. 3 और 3 मतलब 6 कार्बन का 6 कार्बन है इसके पास. इट हैज़ टू रीजनरेट अ 5 कार्बन मॉलिक्यूल. तो एक कार्बन बच गया उसके पास. एंड यू नो दैट दिस योर ग्लूकोज इट हैज़ 6 कार्बन. 1 2 3 4 5 6. सो फॉर एवरी साइकिल, हर साइकिल में वो एक कार्बन निकाल के रख देता है जिसको वो 6 बार. This Kelvin cycle will occur 6 times. Every cycle will remove 1 carbon, and so that at the end of 6 cycles, 1 glucose molecule is formed. 1 glucose is formed. This step understood? This triose phosphate, it is 3 carbon molecule. There are 2 triose phosphates, so it is having 6 carbon in hand. It has to regenerate a 5 carbon compound RUBP. उसे उसने regenerate कर दिया और एक कार्बन को निकाल के रख दिया. So एक कार्बन से उसका काम नहीं चलने वाला. It has to repeat it 6 times. So these will then form the glucose, which will be then changed into starch. अब हम देखें कि एक साइकिल में कितनी एनर्जी खर्च हुई. तो 6 साइकिल में, एक ग्लूकोज बनने के लिए तो 6 साइकिल है ना. तो फॉर 6 साइकिल में कितनी ATP और कितने NADPH खर्च हुए. चलिए देखें हम लोग. दिस इज ATP एंड दिस इज NADPH. वो रिडक्शन वाला अगर हम प्रोसेस ले लेते हैं पहला वाला, तो रिडक्शन में एक साइकिल में 2 ATP is there. In 1 cycle 2 ATP. So in 6 cycle 2 into 6. NADPH also in 1 cycle 2, and so it is 2 into 6 12. And for this regeneration process there is 1 ATP into 6. Here there is, for regeneration no NADPH is required. टोटल कितने हुए बच्चों? दिस इज 6 to the 12 plus 6, that is 18, and this is 6 to the 12. So this is 18 ATP and this is 12 NADPH. This calculation is not difficult. This is not difficult. देखो यहाँ पे रिडक्शन के समय दो ATP 2 NADPH खर्च हुए हैं. ठीक है। अब ऐसे एक साथ एटीपी काउंट करने में पता नहीं क्यों गड़बड़ा जाते हो, तो आप ऐसे अलग से अगर लिखते हो ना, ये वाला आपका कौन सा रिडक्शन वाला प्रोसेस है, स्टेप है, और ये वाला आपका रीजेनरेशन वाला स्टेप है। तो यहाँ 2 ATP 2 NADPH, 6 cycle, so 12 each. And during regeneration only 1 ATP, 6 cycle, 6 ATP. So 18 ATP and 12 NADPH. That means 12 और 12 ATP और NADPH नहीं है, ATP 6 ज़्यादा है। तो Z फॉस्फोराइलेशन में आपने ये पढ़ा था कि Z फॉस्फोराइलेशन में ATP भी बनता है और NADPH भी बनता है। एक ATP एक NADPH, एक ATP एक NADPH, इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ बनते जाते हैं। इक्वल से तो हमारा काम नहीं चलने वाला, हमें और 6 ज़्यादा चाहिए। It is thought that most probably this is the reason why the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place, where only PS1 takes part and only ATP is formed, not NADPH. क्योंकि सिर्फ ATP की ज़रूरत थी, तो ATP बनाने के लिए वो PS1 का साइक्लिक रिएक्शन था जिसमें किसी PS2 ने पार्ट नहीं लिया था। क्लियर? Can we move to the next? We are not going to start the C4 cycle. We will first see photorespiration. Then you will understand what is the urgency for the other plants to find out one cycle other than C3 cycle. Let us see photorespiration. Now, what is photorespiration? What is photorespiration? To understand photorespiration, let us come back to the first step of C3 cycle, that is RUBP plus CO2. This is the primary acceptor of CO2. This is having 5 carbon and this is having 1 carbon. Then it forms 2 molecules of 3PGA. It is having 3 carbon. 2 molecules, 3 and 3, that is 6. 5 and 1, that is 6. And the enzyme here, it is Rubisco. Rubisco. Now these C3 plants, where they were doing, we will come to that afterwards. Now what is photorespiration? This Rubisco, here you can see one C is there, means it helps in this carboxylation reaction. At the same time, it promotes UBP reacting with oxygen also. So what will happen? This is RUBP, which is a 5 carbon compound reacting with oxygen, which is not having any carbon. So now it has only 5 carbon in hand. So it will form one molecule of phosphoglycerate like this, which is having 3 carbon. Plus, now how many carbon remaining? Only 2. So, another is a 2 carbon compound, that is phosphoglycolate. So, phosphoglycerate and phosphoglycolate. First, let us see why this happens. I have already told you that this Rubisco, it can act with CO2 also, it can act with oxygen also. In which conditions? अगर CO2 और ऑक्सीजन का लेवल सेम है, देन ऑल्सो इट विल हैव एफिनिटी फॉर CO2. इट विल प्रोमोट CO2 कि चलो मैं तुम्हारे साथ तुम्हें प्रोमोट करता हूँ, रिएक्शन करो. इफ द CO2 लेवल इज मोर देन O2, तब तो कोई बात ही नहीं. बट इफ द ऑक्सीजन लेवल इज मोर देन CO2, जो ज़्यादा हो, CO2 ज़्यादा हो या CO2 और O2 का लेवल सेम हो, at that time it is promoting this reaction. This enzyme is promoting this reaction by which the plant can form glucose. So it is an anabolic reaction. Whereas when the oxygen concentration is more, then it promotes this reaction where this glucose is not formed. And why it is called photorespiration? Because like respiration, like normal respiration, here the O2 taken in O2 is utilized and CO2 is released. That's why we are saying it respiration. The word respiration we are using, and why we are using the term photo. Our normal respiration वो दिन रात चलता है, दिन में भी रात में भी, but this is occurring only during day. Only during day. क्यों only during day? ये आप समझो कि ऑक्सीजन का कंसेंट्रेशन बढ़ा तो बढ़ा कैसे, क्या है सोर्स उसका? दैट इज लाइट रिएक्शन. ये लाइट रिएक्शन और डार्क रिएक्शन दोनों साथ साथ चल रहे हैं बच्चों. लाइट रिएक्शन ने जैसे ATP NADPH बना दिए वैसे डार्क रिएक्शन स्टार्ट हो गया. वेयर वॉज दिस प्रोसेस गोइंग ऑन? इट वॉज गोइंग ऑन इन द मेसोफिल सेल्स, जो आपके पैलिसेड सेल्स है, जो आपके स्पॉन्जी सेल्स है. वहाँ पे लाइट रिएक्शन भी हो रहा है, साथ साथ डार्क रिएक्शन भी हो रहा है. तो लाइट रिएक्शन में O2 इवॉल्व होते जाता है. तो ग्रेजुअली the oxygen concentration goes on increasing. जैसे ऑक्सीजन का लेवल CO2 से बराबर हुआ तब तक तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. जैसे उसका लेवल CO2 से ज़्यादा हुआ, then this Rubisco, it says now I am not going to react with CO2, and then it starts reacting with O2. And why this is called a wasteful process? इसे wasteful process क्यों कहते हैं? देखो बच्चों, पहले ये वाला रिएक्शन होता तो ग्लूकोज बनता, इसमें ग्लूकोज नहीं बना. ठीक है, ग्लूकोज इज नॉट फॉर्म. अगर हम इसे रेस्पिरेशन माने, जैसे ऑक्सीजन लिया, CO2 रिलीज किया, तो उस समय ग्लूकोज ब्रेक करके क्या ATP मिलती है हमें. रेस्पिरेशन में हमें ATP मिलती है. हियर देयर इज नो प्रोडक्शन ऑफ ATP. यहाँ कोई भी ATP नहीं मिलता है. Rather it uses ATP. इस प्रोसेस में ATP की ज़रूरत होती है. तो आप समझो कि ये क्या प्रोसेस है. Here Rubisco it is not allowing photosynthesis. ग्लूकोज बनने नहीं दे रहा है. और रेस्पिरेशन में जो ATP बनता है, यहाँ वो ATP भी नहीं बन रहा है. Rather it is using the ATP. दूसरे ATP जो स्टोर किए हुए हैं उसे भी ये खर्च करके ये वाला प्रोसेस करने लगता है. That's why this is called a wasteful process. This is a wasteful process. To avoid this wasteful process, लेकिन अगर है ये ना प्लांट में कि जैसे जैसे CO2 का कंसेंट्रेशन लो होने लगता है, O2 का बढ़ने लगता है, now nature it has made the mechanism कि Rubisco अब फोटोसिंथेसिस स्टॉप करे और ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करना स्टार्ट कर दे. When nature has designed this, तो उसका कोई फायदा होगा कि अभी फोटोसिंथेसिस की और ज़रूरत नहीं है. बट वी आर येट टू कम टू नो द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ फोटो रेस्पिरेशन. फॉर नाउ वी ओनली नो इट्स डिसएडवांटेजेस कि ये हमारा फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होने दे रहा है, ये हमारे ATP भी रेस्पिरेशन जैसे नहीं बना रहा है. रादर इट इज़ यूजिंग द ATP विच आर स्टोर्ड. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज़ अ वेस्टफुल प्रोसेस. देर आर सम अदर प्लांट्स, C4 प्लांट्स, उन्होंने फिर ऐसे डिज़ाइन किया कि हमें ये फोटो रेस्पिरेशन हम में नहीं हो. These are the plants which can tolerate high temperature. These plants जिसमें C4 साइकिल होता है, they can tolerate high temperature. और ये जो है C4 वाले फोटो रेस्पिरेशन नहीं होने देते हैं. क्या मैकेनिज्म कर सकते हैं? एक शैतानी करते हैं, एक बदमाशी करते हैं कि इस रूबिस्को को वो उस पैलिसेड सेल में जहाँ पे पूरा लाइट रिएक्शन डार्क रिएक्शन हो रहा है वहाँ से उसको कैद कर लेते हैं. एंड देन दे मूव इट टू अ चेम्बर जहाँ उसको बंद करके रख देते हैं कि आपको वहाँ ऑक्सीजन के पास रहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, लेकिन वहाँ जो CO2 है उसको ट्रांसपोर्ट करके हम आपके पास ले आएंगे. सो दैट नाउ यू हैव टू डू ओनली द C3 cycle. You have to react only with carbon dioxide, not with oxygen. Let us see how. Now we are going to study the C4 cycle. Why this is called C4? First let us see why it is called C4. The same thing as C3. In C3, the first stable product formed was a 3-carbon compound. So it was called C3. And here the first stable compound और फर्स्ट कंपाउंड, यहाँ अनस्टेबल कंपाउंड नहीं होता. फर्स्ट स्टेबल कंपाउंड इज अ 4-carbon compound which is oxaloacetic acid. Problem we have already discussed that when the oxygen concentration becomes more, then this enzyme Rubisco, it starts reacting with oxygen rather than carbon dioxide. So photosynthesis does not proceed. photosynthesis रुक जाता है. तो ये प्लांट क्या दिमाग लगाते हैं, देखो बच्चों. The light reaction, where it is going on? लाइट रिएक्शन कहाँ हो रहा है बच्चे? लाइट रिएक्शन हो रहा है मेसोफिल सेल्स में. मेसोफिल सेल्स में देयर आर सो मेनी योर क्लोरोप्लास्ट, क्लोरोफिल एक्सेट्रा. सो हियर द लाइट रिएक्शन इज गोइंग ऑन. सो लाइट रिएक्शन हो रहा है मतलब यहाँ ऑक्सीजन बन रहा है. पैलिसेड सेल को तो उठा के आप कहीं नहीं ले जा सकते हो. ठीक है, तो वहाँ पे यहाँ पैलिसेड सेल है, यहाँ लाइट रिएक्शन होगा ही होगा, तो यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन बनेगा ही बनेगा. फाइन. अच्छा, द गैस विच वी कैन ट्रांसपोर्ट, हम किस में इंटरेस्टेड है? हम इंटरेस्टेड है CO2 में. हमें तो इंटरेस्ट है CO2 में. हम क्या करते हैं, अब दिस रूबिस्को, इस एंजाइम को ये प्लांट एक दूसरे ही जगह ले जाता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड बंडल शीथ सेल, विच इज कॉल्ड बंडल शीथ सेल. दिस बंडल शीथ सेल जिस भी प्लांट में होता है, देन इट इज कॉल्ड क्रैन्स एनाटॉमी. दिस इज कॉल्ड क्रैन्स एनाटॉमी. क्रैन्स एनाटॉमी मतलब ये जो सेल है, ये जो क्रैन्स एनाटॉमी वाले सेल है, बंडल शीथ सेल है, they are tightly packed without any intercellular space and they do not allow any gas to come inside. किसे रोक रहे हैं? ऑक्सीजन को रोक रहे हैं. कह रहे हैं ऑक्सीजन आप यहाँ अंदर नहीं आना, आप यहीं रहो. What they have done? They have taken RUBP here. RUBP को भी यहाँ लेके आ गए हैं और रूबिस्को को भी यहाँ लेके आ गए हैं. तो रूबिस्को के साथ उन्होंने कोई चांस ही नहीं रखा कि रूबिस्को को ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट होने ही नहीं देंगे. लेकिन CO2 भी तो यही है. दिस बंडल शीथ सेल्स, दे डू नॉट अलाउ एनी गैस टू कम इनसाइड. तो जितना यहाँ पे O2 रिलीज हो रहा है लाइट रिएक्शन से, और CO2 भी जो है वो भी तो यही है. एंड दिस रिएक्शन C3 यहाँ होने वाला है, तो उसके लिए इस CO2 को यहाँ ले जाना है. दैट इज द ओनली लॉजिक. So now what happens? This CO2 is outside. This CO2, it enters. Now it forms H2CO3. It will, this CO2 C3 साइकिल में उसने रिएक्ट किया था RUBP से. हमने RUBP को हटा ही दिया है. RUBP को हटा दिया, रूबिस्को को भी हटा दिया. सो H2CO3, अब इस CO2 के हमें सिर्फ ट्रांसपोर्ट कर देना है बंडल शीथ सेल में जहां वो काम होने वाला है. सो दिस H2CO3, इट रिएक्ट्स विथ द प्राइमरी एक्सेप्टर ऑफ C4 साइकिल, दैट इज PEP. दिस इज PEP. PEP इज phosphoenol pyruvate. Phosphoenol pyruvate, and the enzyme which is responsible for this reaction, it is phosphoenol pyruvate. It is PEPcase. This is the enzyme. This is the enzyme and this is the primary acceptor. These are all very often asked questions in your NEET. The primary acceptor for C3 cycle, the primary acceptor for C4 cycle. तो C4 cycle में PEP है. This PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate. Now this is a 2-carbon this is a 3-carbon compound. This is a 3-carbon compound. और CO2 में 1 कार्बन है, तो यहाँ से मिल गया. This process is called fixation. and you can call it carboxylation fixation. So we get a C4 acid. यहाँ 3 कार्बन, यहाँ 1 कार्बन, so C4 acid. And this C4 acid, it is oxaloacetic acid. This acid, this bundle sheath cells, they do not allow any gas to enter into them, but they allow this acid. So this acid, it enters into the bundle sheath cell. अब bundle sheath cell को पूरा acid थोड़ा ही चाहिए, उसे चाहिए सिर्फ अपना CO2. So यहाँ से ये C4 acid has come here and now it releases the CO2. उसने CO2 release कर दिया. So now this C3 cycle will start. यहाँ पे ये C3 cycle फिर start हो गया. C3 cycle ही तो करना था उसे. तो 1 CO2 is released, तो बचे कौन? C3 compound बचा. This C3 compound, it will again be transported back and then it regenerates. जहाँ वहाँ पे RUBP regenerate हुआ था, here this one will be regenerated. Such a novel idea. देखो, रुबिस्को की बदमाशी नहीं चले, वो ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्ट नहीं करे, इसलिए इसने ज़्यादा बदमाशी की. व्हाट इट डिड, उसने रुबिस्को को यहाँ से पकड़ा, रुबिस्को को यहाँ रख दिया और RUBP के साथ अब CO2 को रिएक्ट करवाना है. Means the oxygenase activity of this Rubisco is not allowed in case of C4 plants. तो C4 plants में अब ऑक्सीजनेज एक्टिविटी नहीं होती. फिर यहाँ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड यहाँ कैसे आएगा? तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को वो एक 4 कार्बन कंपाउंड ऑक्सैलोएसिटिक एसिड बनाते हैं, दैट इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड. CO2 वो दे देते हैं RUBP को कि ये लीजिए आप अपना C3 साइकिल स्टार्ट करें, एंड द C3 इट कम्स बैक एंड इट रीजनरेट्स द फॉस्फोइनॉल पायरुवेट. दैट सिंपल दिस C4 cycle. You have to study, whenever you sit to study ना, C3 then photorespiration और C4 एक साथ पढ़े, वो कुछ अलग ही फील होगा आपको. Like this plant, it was in problem. It's like put me in a situation and I will find my way. This takes place in dry tropical plants. Like maize, like wheat, like sugarcane. These examples are there in your NCERT. You have to learn the examples for C4 cycle. So C3, photorespiration, C4, all clear? Now let us move to the next topic. One more thing. This oxaloacetic acid, which is of C4 acid, it is not transported in the form of oxaloacetic acid into the bundle sheath cell. It is first changed into malic acid or aspartic acid. Malic acid or aspartic acid, of course, both of them are 4 carbon compounds. In this mesophyll cell itself, ये भी याद रखना है आपको, नीट के लिए जो करना है वो यही करना है बच्चों. इस चीज को अगर आप फॉलो कर रहे हो तो एकदम शांत रहिए, एकदम श्योर रहिए. कीप फेथ ऑन यू दैट यू आर गोइंग टू क्लियर नीट विथ फ्लाइंग कलर्स. दैट इज माइन्यूट डिटेल्स की ओर भी ध्यान दीजिए. माइन्यूट डिटेल्स को भी क्या, माइन्यूट डिटेल्स के साथ पढ़िए. दिस इज मैलिक एसिड एंड एस्पर्टिक एसिड. वो इस फॉर्म में यहाँ जाता है, मतलब वो पहले ही मेसोफिल सेल में ही बन जाता है. अगर आपको ये ऑप्शन है कि वो बंडल शीथ सेल में बनता है, नो, इट इज फर्स्ट फॉर्म इन द मेसोफिल सेल, देन इट इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू द बंडल शीथ सेल. एंड दैट मीन्स C4 में आप देख रहे हो, यहाँ पे C4 हो रहा है मेसोफिल में, यहाँ C3 हो रहा है बंडल शीथ में. So in C4 cycle, it is actually C3 and C4 cycle, or you can say C4 and C3 cycle. Now that we have completed C3 cycle as well as C4 cycle and photorespiration, so now we can solve this table. This is table 13.1 given in your NCERT. Fine. Let us start. First, here the characters are given. Then you have to write what in C3 and what in C4 plants. First is the cell type where Calvin cycle occurs. Calvin matlab C3 cycle. C3 cycle takes place in mesophyll cells in case of C3 plants. उसमें तो बंडल शीथ सेल होता ही नहीं है. एंड इन C4 प्लांट्स C3 साइकिल तो वो छुपा के करता है बंडल शीथ सेल्स में. सो इट इज बंडल शीथ सेल्स. डन. Come to the next. The cell type for initial carboxylation. In C3 plants, there is only once the carboxylation takes place, and that is in mesophyll cell. And in C4 plants, it occurs twice. पहला तो mesophyll में ही होता है. फिर दूसरा जब वो C4 एसिड बंडल शीथ सेल में CO2 रिलीज करता है, then again that CO2 is fixed by RUBP. But the initial one, in both cases, it is in mesophyll cells. Now the third one. Now come to this. How many cell types does leaf have for CO2 fixation? इसमें तो एक ही है, one है, that is mesophyll. और यहाँ दो है. Once it does CO2 fixation in mesophyll cells and once it does it in bundle sheath cells. नेक्स्ट इज द प्राइमरी CO2 एक्सेप्टर. CO2 को एक्सेप्ट करने वाला C3 में तो एक ही है, ओनली C3 साइकिल इज गोज ऑन देयर एंड दैट इज RUBP. RUBP accepts the primary acceptor of CO2. So many questions from this table comes in NEET बच्चों. इस टेबल को बहुत अच्छे से करो और ये पूरा निचोड़ है, जैसे आपने जितना C3 C4 सबको पढ़ा ना, that every point cover करते हुए ये चलता है. So primary CO2 acceptor is RUBP here and here it is PEP, phosphoenol pyruvate. Now next is number of carbon in primary acceptor. How many? In case of RUBP it is 5 carbon. In case of PEP it is 3 carbon. तभी तो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से मिलके एक 4 कार्बन वाला प्रोडक्ट बनाता है, oxaloacetic acid. Now see these questions. Question number 6. Primary carbon dioxide fixation product. CO2 fixation product. CO2 को फिक्स करने के बाद कौन सा प्रोडक्ट बना, वो भी प्राइमरी फिक्सेशन. Only in C4 there is primary as well as another fixation. C3 में तो एक ही होता है. The primary CO2 fixation product in C3 it is PGA. And in case of C4 it is oxaloacetic acid. Done. Next, number of carbon in primary fixation product कितने हैं? PGA में कितने हैं? PGA में है 3 कार्बन. oxaloacetic acid में कितने हैं? 4 कार्बन. Next, Rubisco is present. Of course Rubisco is present. Rubisco ही तो C3 साइकिल करने वाला है दोनों में. So it is present here also, means we can write yes. So this is yes, this is also yes. Now PEPcase is present. PEPcase, no, PEPcase is not present in case of C3 plants. In case of C4 plants, PEPcase is present as it does not react with oxygen. It has only carboxylase activity. It reacts with CO2, it forms oxaloacetic acid which is transported from the mesophyll cells to the bundle sheath cells in the form of malic acid or aspartic acid. Now which cell has Rubisco? Rubisco C3 plants में Rubisco कहाँ है? mesophyll cell में है. और C4 plants ने उसे हटा दिया है वहाँ से, तो it is present in bundle sheath cells. Next, CO2 fixation rate in high light condition. CO2 fixation rate in high light condition, it is less in case of C3 and more in case of C4. Now photorespiration at low light intensity. लो लाइट इंटेंसिटी में फोटो रेस्पिरेशन तो होता नहीं है, तो इसमें होगा नहीं, और C4 में तो कभी भी नहीं होता, तो यहाँ पे नहीं होगा. नेक्स्ट, फोटो रेस्पिरेशन एट हाई लाइट इंटेंसिटी. यस, दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम विथ C3 प्लांट्स ना, तो यहाँ C3 प्लांट्स में होता है. दिस इज यस. और C4 में तो ना लो में होता है ना हाई में होता है, सो दिस इज अगेन नो. नाउ 14th नंबर, फोटो रेस्पिरेशन एट लो CO2 कंसेंट्रेशन. CO2 कंसेंट्रेशन कम हो जाएगा तो क्या फोटो रेस्पिरेशन होनी है? यस, दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम विथ Rubisco. When the CO2 concentration is less and O2 concentration is more, then it does the photorespiration. So our question is question number 14. So here it is yes, and in case of C4 plants it is no. जहाँ भी फोटो रेस्पिरेशन आता है, कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, C4 में आप आँख बंद करके नो लिख सकते हो. नाउ द 15th क्वेश्चन, फोटो रेस्पिरेशन एट हाई CO2 कंसेंट्रेशन. हाई CO2 होगा तो फोटो रेस्पिरेशन का सवाल ही नहीं. इट इज द कंसेंट्रेशन ऑफ CO2 और O2 विच द एंजाइम Rubisco is watchful about. So this is no, and here this is photo respiration, so it is again no here. Then the last is the optimum temperature. Optimum temperature means that temperature in which these plants they act best. So it is lower temperature in case of C3 plants and higher in case of C4 plants. Done? Now the last part, that is the factors affecting photosynthesis. I hope you are finding this chapter as interesting as I am finding it while teaching you. Factors affecting photosynthesis. There are some internal factors, bachcha. These internal factors, they may be, of course, leaf is the most important part na for photosynthesis. So this leaf wala, leaf number, then leaf size, then leaf age, then the orientation of leaf, all are important. So this is about leaf. Then the mesophyll cells, and then yes, the chloroplast, then the amount of pigment, amount of chlorophyll present, and internal CO2 concentration. CO2 भी चाहिए उसे. All these are the internal factors which are very important, which affect the photosynthesis. Now, what are the external factors? These external factors maybe affect photosynthesis. They are, of course, sunlight, then water, then CO2 and temperature. Now you should know about the law of limiting factor. Law of limiting factor. देखो तो आसान लगता है, मुश्किल लगता है, क्या लगता है? देखिए, this law of limiting factor, it states that first, when a reaction is controlled by more than one factor, then what? Then the factor which is at its minimal value, that factor which is at its minimal value, it controls the reaction. It controls what? Controls rate of reaction. And when we increase its value, increase its quantity, then the rate of reaction increases. Read it again, then I will tell you one very easy way to understand this. First, let me tell you the easy way. It is the law of making tea. Suppose you make tea in your houses, milk tea. It has to be milk tea. You need milk, sugar and tea leaves. So that factor, either milk or sugar or the tea leaves, which is at its minimal value. Suppose आपके पास एक ही cup milk है. Then the milk will decide कि no, 4 cup teas will not be made. Now only 1 cup will be made. And when you increase the quantity of the milk now, other two are insufficient quantity, then the minimal quantity को आपने बढ़ाया, then if the demand at your house is for 4 cups, then that demand will be met. The rate can be increased. Now see this one and see how easy it becomes. Law of limiting factor. It states that when a reaction is controlled by more than one factor, then the factor which is at its minimal value, it controls the rate of reaction, and when we increase that factor which is at its minimal value, then the rate of reaction increases. Fine. Now let us study the different external factors which affect the photosynthesis. When we take into consideration the effect of light, then we have to take into consideration the light intensity, then light quality, and the exposure, light exposure duration. Light, this is light exposure duration. All these things, different things you have to take into consideration. Then students, there is a linear relationship between the light intensity and CO2 fixation. जितना light बढ़ते जाएगा उतना CO2 fixation भी बढ़ते जाना है. जैसे if this is the rate of photosynthesis, this is rate of photosynthesis and this is light intensity. Then as the light intensity goes on increasing, so the rate of photosynthesis will also go on increasing. But after certain time, it is not so. Why? Because here the other factors, they become limiting. The other factors become limiting, so it becomes stationary. Only 10% of the incident light, just 10%, only 10% of incident sunlight, it is sufficient for the plants for photosynthesis to meet its demand. So 10% of incident light is sufficient for the plants. That's why light is rarely a limiting factor. जितना sunlight है उसके 10% से ही plants का काम चल सकता है. So light is rarely a limiting factor, except of course those plants which are in very dense forest where the sunlight cannot penetrate. Then one more thing is that when the light intensity, if it goes beyond a level, then it damages the chlorophyll, and when it damages the chlorophyll, then it also damages the photosynthesis rate. Now let us see the effect of carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide concentration. So carbon dioxide, it is a major limiting factor. Why so? It is a major limiting factor because the carbon dioxide concentration is very less in atmosphere. In atmosphere it is 0.03 to 0.04% in atmosphere. And if we increase it to 0.05, then there is increase in photosynthesis rate. In case of C4 plants, the CO2 saturation takes place at 360 mu per liter. This is in case of C4 plants. Whereas in case of C3 plants, the CO2 saturation, it occurs at 450 mu per liter. The CO2 concentration is much less in atmosphere. So current availability of carbon dioxide is limiting for C3. Remember that. C3 के लिए current availability is limiting because their saturation point is higher than the C4 plant. एक का 360 है, एक का 450 mu per liter. So what we do when we know कि C3 plants can do with higher CO2 concentration, then we make use of it in greenhouses. ग्रीनहाउस में हम CO2 का कंसेंट्रेशन बढ़ा देते हैं C3 प्लांट्स के लिए. जब बढ़ा देते हैं then their productivity also increases. This way we are growing tomato and bell pepper. Tomato and bell pepper, these are grown in greenhouses where the conditions are such that we are providing more carbon dioxide. Now the third factor, that is temperature. When we see its effect on photosynthesis, first let us see in case of light reaction and dark reaction. This dark reaction, students, these are the enzymatic reactions, and you know very well that enzymes, they get affected by decrease or increase in temperature. So the temperature has more effect on dark reaction. Light reaction also get affected, but not to that extent like the dark reaction. Second, we discuss it about the C3 plants and the C4 plants. Now these C4 plants, in higher temperature, they show more photosynthesis. This is more temperature, more photosynthesis. In which case? In case of C4 plants. Whereas the C3 plants, they have much lower temperature optima. Lower temperature optima means the temperature at which it can do its best, work at its best. Now temperature को और एक इससे हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, that is based on the habitat. Habitat जैसे अगर it is tropical plant or it is temperate plant. So temperate plant, they will naturally have lower temperature optima, whereas the tropical plants, they will have higher temperature optima. Now come to the last one, that is water. You know that this water, it is one reactant in light reaction जिसमें वो O2 release कर रहा है, and the effect of water is not so directly on photosynthesis as on the plant. Its effect on water, effect on plant, then it affects photosynthesis. For example, if there is water stress, then what will happen? If there is water stress. In case of water stress, let us see two conditions. Water stress, so stomata, it closes. And if stomata gets closed, so what will happen? Then CO2 will not be available. CO2 not available. हो गया? Photosynthesis रुक गया? This is one. And this water stress, it can also cause the leaves to wilt. When the leaves, they wilt, then what will happen? When the leaves, they wilt, then their surface area will decrease. So their surface area decreases. That will directly affect the photosynthesis. The metabolic rate will also decrease. This is the effect of the external factors we have seen. We have seen about light, we have seen about CO2, then temperature and water. Thus we complete the photosynthesis one shot. I hope you have enjoyed the session. All the concepts were clear to you. Next Friday, I will see you with one shot of digestion and absorption. And on Saturday, we will do one shot on respiration and exchange of gases. See you then. Hopefully, you have liked the video. Then please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get all latest updates.